Ooh, shit. Was it? Oh yeah. Hey guys. So this isn't gonna be like a fun, happy, cheery kind of live stream. This is just gonna be me like talking about shit. Some great shit about how awesome America is. Actually, America's a bunch of bullshit. um, I you take a look at this fucking country, and you see a lot of fucking you see a lot of sad people here. You see a lot of not very happy fucking people. I mean, there's like unhappiness everywhere, but how just like how just like poverty is just like allowed to be like running rampant in this country, and how like the social services are there are fucking charities, like social like services to like help people are fucking charities. Like the government doesn't like have to help anybody. It's no one's obligation. Nobody feels responsible to fucking help anyone. It's all give if somebody's like if somebody's like got like fucking jack shit, yeah, get if they ain't getting nothing, they're getting fucking table scraps. So it's real like it's up to like some like charitable organization to help people. It's up to the niceness of other people of people who like aren't the government, who don't have any like real power to help anybody, or like a corporation that wants to like feel nice about themselves. Like, and what like if I ran this fucking country, like that shit would like this whole like widespread fucking poverty thing, this whole fucking like, oh, if you don't like get a job, if you don't fight tooth and nail for a job that pays fucking bottle caps, like if you don't do that, you live on the fucking streets, you die a homeless piece of shit, is what they fucking turn you into. Hey, Ayo Yamsha, my man. What's good? What's good? This is not a it's not a bright and sunny kind of discussion here. But I saw a few documentaries like a week or two ago about like people who live in fucking and who live in Hawaii. Like you'd expect you'd expect for people for like Hawaii to be like some great place, you know, trickle down economics, you know, the all the rich people, they're just gonna give back to society. No, they ain't giving shit to nobody. They're not they're just out of the niceness of their fucking heart. Out of the fucking niceness of their heart, they're just gonna give back. Fucking no. And so whose obligation is it? Whose obligation is it? We have to beg. We have to fucking beg these rich fags to be like, yeah, you know what? We should be like, please, rich people, please help us. We're poor. We're poor. Fuck that weak shit. Fuck that weak shit. I'd make that shit fucking happen if I want to be dictator of America. Fuck the fag president shit, because then I have to wait on some people to be like, well, let's come to some consensus here. Let's make some let's think about it. Let's see if we're ready. Well, it's not like what do you mean wait till we're not fucking ready? It doesn't matter if we're ready. Our country's been ready for fucking 10 years, 20 fucking years, 30 fucking years. And like we want to pat ourselves on the back. We want to fucking pat ourselves on the back, like, oh, we've come so far, look at our shortcomings. Fuck that, we haven't gone far enough. We pussyfoot around some bullshit. We're not going far enough. We're too fucking easy on ourselves, and I'm like, fuck that shit. Like, I want America to be like Norway. I want America to be like Norway. I heard in Norway, if you're a bad parent, if you're not a good parent, if you're not parenting your kids good, they just fucking take your kids away. And I think that's fucking awesome. I think that people are like, "Oh my god, that's their kids." It's like, fuck that. I mean, like, so like bad shit can happen where like kids are like unjustly taken away and shit. But like, this is how I view it. Your kids are not like your kids. They're not your fucking possession. people like you have your kids out of like necessity because like there's not like because America's like is like doesn't have this either doesn't have the social services to take care of these kids or like or just doesn't want to or whatever. No. I fucking like you don't own your fucking kids cuz they're not yours. Those are future adults, not your little fucking jars of Play-Doh to fucking mold however the fuck you want. I ban fucking each sentence right in like fucking Yamcha saying some he's saying some witchcraft shit. But no, your kids are not your fucking property. They're like they're future adults. Like they're supposed to be they're supposed to be individuals. They're supposed to be their own people. Like you're like their parents don't fucking your parents shouldn't be the ones like deciding your future. It should be you. Like so fuck that fuck that and fuck respecting people's like dumbass fucking religions. I know people want like religious freedom and shit, but like you can like you don't your identity doesn't need to revolve around religion. With me, like I almost never think about like religion and shit, almost never. Only when it like fucking inconveniences me, then I'm like, oh yeah, religion, yeah, thank you for being horrible pieces of garbage who want to impose your fucking ancient fairy tales on me, a grown-ass fucking man. Only when I see what it's like does to people who don't deserve to get that shit. Oh, it's German. Okay, yeah. So no, look. There's not gonna be. I'm not. This isn't gonna be the fucking live stream where I like talk to people much. Like only say stuff if you feel like it's gonna like if it's gonna like if it's gonna add to the conversation here. Because I'm not in the mood for memes right now. I have to get some shit off my chest. Shit on my chest. But no, like, and I heard somewhere that like lead paint. This is gonna sound off topic, but lead paint was like only banned in America like after like the 70s or 80s or some shit, while other countries fucking got rid of that shit faster than a fucking snap. Because lead poisoning on children is fucking horrible. It turns them into animals. It like destroys their minds. And the whole prison system thing has to fucking go because like it's just cycling people back into poverty. It's like it doesn't help. Rapists and murderers, sometimes they could be like brought back into fucking society or shit. Make social services have social services available. So if they really are antisocial, like if they have antisocial personalities, put their asses to work. Don't like just have them fucking useless. That's a waste of time to me. Oh, well, the death. Sometimes, like, I'm not against the death penalty. I'm just against like America being like a garbage pail instead of what it really should be. Like what capitalism does. I don't want to sound like a communist here. I mean, I've been watching communist videos and shit, but what capitalism basically does is like put like the like working people against each other. Like it really does. Like when like the thing about capitalism is it's not like it isn't built inherently to keep people in poverty. It's just people who are poor. This is the thing. It's not like it's there just to inflict like destitution on people. It's the thing is poor people aren't even written into the fucking book. They don't apply. Like they're not written into the story. They're not playing the game. You only you only yeah, I know, man. No, uh, fuck. I gotta, I'm slow sometimes, but I have to think of what I was gonna fucking say. Um, Yeah, but anyway, like people who are disabled, or people who, or have like mental illnesses or whatever, should be like, there should be facilities created by society to help those people. Like there should be places for people to go. There shouldn't be crushing poverty in like a modern country like America. That should not fucking exist. Especially in like a really small fucking place like fucking Hawaii. I know like it doesn't matter to people because it's far away, and like it's barely like even a state or whatever, and people like just nobody really even thinks about it, gives a shit. But the fact that there's so much fucking like wealth in Hawaii, like there's like a lot of money there, like just concentrated. But like the rent there is like really high, and on top of that, there's no like, if there's rent so high, there should be social services and shit. There should be like, people should get like a really good income, and stuff like that. No, it's like there's nothing for people to get. Like you get jack shit. You get fucking spit in your face if you're a poor person there, and you get like, if you're like in a small town in America and there's no fucking jobs, fucking walk. It's like nobody like there's no one gives a shit about you if you're poor. I mean, like that's not true, but it's like, yeah, if you're poor, you're fucked. The Cinderella story about someone getting out of that shit. That is the exception, not the fucking rule. The rule is, if you're born into poverty, you'll fucking die in poverty. What, you're not smart enough to like figure out how to get there? Oh, maybe you should have maybe you should have educated yourself more. No, actually, you're done. You're screwed. You're fucked. Oh, what do you mean the education? Well, what education? What fucking education? What good parenting? But like, do people just need to like all of a sudden change, and then just society just have to be like, oh, you know what? Hold on. Without the government's help, things are just gonna be good now. Things are just gonna be awesome. We're just gonna stop destroying the fucking planet. Someone else, not me, needs to do this. There's no response. There's no responsibility. And it keeps me up every night that I can't fucking be like the dictator of this country and fucking make shit change immediately. Because I don't give a fuck about like the whole being nice shit. Like, fuck that. Like, I want, like, I have like a vision for this country. Not completely planned out, mind you, but it's gonna be, it would be better than what we have like right now. Like there's like enough like resources for everyone, like, and so like for people, like people would still like be working like towards like their passions, but like work would not be their whole fucking life. And their poverty wouldn't be a fucking option. And like for like medicine should be like should be a social like resource. Like everyone should have access to that, and should be paid for by the fucking government. Because guess what? Literally, like no one can afford in this country. No one in just even the middle class can actually afford any of like the medicine that they get, any any medical attention. People can't afford to, like, if they get like cancer, or like a disease or some shit, or they lose a limb or some shit like that. They can't afford to fucking get better. They're fucked. They got to go into bankruptcy, or if they're poor, they die. So like I really want to fucking like I really want to like save my country and shit, cuz like I want America to be something that it's not. But I'd just really be better off like moving to Norway, or moving to some country, like some like Nordic country or whatever, I'd be better off doing that than trying to, like, get everyone to stop being fucking retards. It's just really not. It's a waste of energy to, like, give a shit about, like, what I can't fucking save. It's a waste of it's like a waste of time to even care sometimes, cause like cause like what am I gonna is my passionate fucking speech gonna make people want to move? I don't care about that. Like I don't care about like if the I don't give a fuck if the country's ready. That's stupid. Like you had fucking time. Motherfuckers had time to change and they didn't. They chose to be stupid. They chose to be ignorant. They chose to be fucking evil motherfuckers and shrug off all the fucking responsibility. The people who have power, the people who have control, they shrug that shit off, and then lower class people, people who are like middle class and poor decide to like if they have education, then they still decide to be ignorant about shit and be like, "Oh man, yeah, I'm a libertarian. I'm a libertarian. I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna win." No, you're gonna die poor, like everyone else. You're fucked. You can pat yourself on the back and say, "Well, I'm in America. I'm free." No, you're free to die. That's what America will give you. That's what this country will give you, because this country doesn't give a shit, and it's not built on a system that has to give a shit. You're left to the fucking wolves. So and people are like, yeah, you know what, jail these people who are like gang members, jail these people who are fucking jail these people who are like mass murderers and shit, and like fucking psychos, and like jail the drug dealers, which is really, that's rich, that's hilarious. People who like deal drugs. You know what? They're like when you push someone into a corner. I heard this quote. When you push someone into a corner, when you force someone into a corner, they'll fucking live in it. When you like people who are like in like ghettos, they're getting more and more illiterate, more and more like uneducated, more ignorant than ever. And it's gonna change if they pull themselves up by their bootstraps. No. What's gonna happen is it's gonna get fucking worse and worse, because it's no one's fucking problem. It's no one's fucking problem. Make someone else fucking do it. Oh, make them do it. Make them just snap out of their resource deprived mind. Make them snap out of the state of ignorance and poverty and like constant violence. Make them just snap out of that and make them, then they just become good. Then things just change because they decide to be nice. No, 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 no. That doesn't fucking happen. And people are a product of their environment. And a lot of these people who say, "Oh, yeah, like, yeah, have the poor just grab themselves up by their bootstraps and shit." If they if they're so ambitious to like keep moving and shit, well, if they were in like the ghetto, if they were born in the ghetto with all that pull yourself up by your bootstraps shit, you'd be fucking dealing drugs too, because there's no fucking other way out. There's no, like, when you look at like these people not educated, and like they've got maybe they got like kids on the way or some shit, and there's no jobs around their town. Yeah, they're dealing crack. Yeah, they're fucking dealing crack because there's no other fucking way out. And then you throw them in jail. Then they get worse. Then maybe they kill people in jail. Then they join the wrong gang, and then they get their fucking heads split and they fucking die. Because they pulled themselves up by their fucking bootstraps. I'd make all drugs in America fucking legal to end the fucking gay fucking war on drugs, to end that fucking weak shit. Even PCP and heroin and all that dumb shit. And then I'd have so that there's like facilities that there'd be facilities that would watch over the people like doing the drugs, and like there would be like ample fucking social services to help them out of that shit, because no one wants to be a fucking heroin addict. No one wants to be a meth addict. No one deserves that shit. I mean, there's people that want it, but if you gave them an option to have a better life, if there were like if there were like social services and shit, if there was plenty of things helping them out, they wouldn't see it as, oh, they've got nothing else, so they either do drugs to like kill the fucking pain, or they just pull out a razor and fucking kill themselves or some shit. So yeah, good on you. Good on you, you badass libertarians are awesome. Give yourself another fucking pat on the back, because you live in fucking America. Oh shit. Shit, like my own country doesn't give a shit about me. It doesn't give a shit about like people in my situation. It doesn't give a shit about people who are even like I'm middle class, but this country doesn't give a shit about people who are in poverty. It doesn't give 1/10 of a billionth of a flying fadoodle, a single fuck. Doesn't care. And there's people in my town who are drug dealers, and I don't like feel mad at them or anything like that. And it really makes sense, because people are like cutting throats for fucking jobs, metaphorically speaking, of course, because the people like, yeah, it's not good for people here. This country doesn't give a fuck about old people. It doesn't give a fuck about poor people. It doesn't give a fuck about mentally ill people. They're left to their own devices. And you don't and like if you don't have money, you don't have influence, and your voice doesn't fucking matter. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter. So, yeah, I'd be better off, like, if I'm being legit with myself, like, because I know it, I'm delusional in a lot of ways, because I feel like I can really fucking help the country. I feel like I really could. Like, I feel like I could, like, beat the fucking stupid out of this country and turn it into what it should be, a fucking place where people can actualize themselves and feel safe, and fucking express their identity. And if people want to, like, if guys want to wear fucking booty shorts on the street, the people wouldn't fucking bat an eye about it. Or like some motherfucker wants to be gay, they can be gay or whatever. Or if someone wants to be trans, like, it wouldn't even be a second thought. Just be like, oh, okay, whatever. And people can practice like safe sex. Like, people across America would just be given like birth control pills, so they wouldn't have like kids out of fucking wedlock or any shit like that. And yeah, there's like the most dangerous people, like the people who do the most damage on this planet, the way I see it, are bad parents. So I don't think you deserve to like have ownership of your kids. It's your responsibility, but if you fuck it up and you're not like supportive, emotionally like supportive of your kid, if you like don't know how to fucking like help them, like if you're just like stupid, or like you actually do like harm to your kids or any shit like that, they're not yours. You can get them fucking taken away, and without a second thought. Because like bad parents are very dangerous. And what does the spawn of a bad parent make? It makes another bad parent, and then they bad parent their fucking kids, and the cycle continues. So if you're just an irresponsible person, if you're like some stupid fuck who like oh your kid's on drugs, so oh guess what, no support system for you, fuck you if you're on drugs, you're just okay with them like going to jail, and you're like saying mean shit to your kids, like just like destroy their fucking self-esteem. Yeah, you can get your fucking kids taken away. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't fucking bother me. Like fuck all these, like fuck bad parents. But parents are as bad as fucking Nazis to me. They really are. Like people who are anti-vaxxers, fuck them. You lose your kids, faggot. It doesn't bother me. Like, your kids aren't your property. This country needs to get fucking better if it wants to. It doesn't. And yeah, that's all I got. So I'll see you guys. Maybe have a happier stream next time, but not this one here.